In today's video, I'm going to share all of the newest updates at Apple's September event from the new AirPods, the new iPhone, and the new Apple Watch. And I already ordered some of that. Let's get into it. Apple Watch Series 9. All right, Apple Watch Series 9. So they're announcing that this is the first carbon neutral Apple Watch out there. They created a new color, which is pink. I love pink, if you didn't know. So I ordered the pink watch, the pink band. I made sure that it was the carbon neutral option because I'm very excited for that. Let's go, Apple. Let's take care of the environment. The new S9 chip, which just makes the watch a little bit faster. And then they introduced the double tap gesture. So I'm excited to kind of see when you're walking around town, people are just gonna be like this. But you'll be able to answer phone calls, snooze timers, do a whole bunch of other things. Like the main menu option, you can just do a double click with your fingers and it just registers with the new hardware in the S9 and the Ultra 2. And there are some accessibility features where you can like scroll and like move around with just one hand. And I've tried it on the Apple Watch, but it's just not as good. And I'm hoping with the new hardware, it's gonna be like working all the time. Brighter display, like they made the Series 9 and the Ultra much brighter. I'm so curious. Like they are already some of those brightest watches out there. Like I hope to be as bright as my Ultra one day, but these new ones are gonna be even brighter. And then Siri with on-device health data. So now you can ask Siri to give your health data. You can record health data. So if you don't have a smart scale, like now I'm not gonna recommend buying a smart scale because you could get on the scale, pull up your watch and be like, Siri, change my weight or update my weight to like 200 pounds, whatever it is. And now it's stored in your Apple Health. Like that is so convenient. It's like subtle, but convenient. If you can get in the habit of doing that, like then you don't have to worry about connecting a scale to your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in any kind of app. And then on-device processing. So I've done this challenge where I try to survive with just my Apple Watch. And if the cellular connection is not good, or for some reason it's just intermittent, Siri can be a little bit buggy and it doesn't work great all the time. So having it on device is just gonna make it much faster, much easier. And I'm hoping that I can use it and just not have any issues. Precision finding and HomePod integration. So now if I need to find my devices, I can actually use my Apple Watch to find it much easier. If I'm near my HomePods, play controls will come up. So when my roommate's playing music and I'm like, I don't like that music. Pause. Yeah, so I guess you have to get within 4 meters of your HomePods, 13 feet. So that's like our living room. Once you enter the living room, it should connect to your HomePod on the watch. Okay, with the new iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, got much better cameras, amazing. We've gotten Wi-Fi 6E, so the wireless connection with your router is going to be better if you have the newest routers out there. Have that, and on my iPad is super fast, so getting that on my iPhone is going to be amazing. We finally have USB-C, so if you want to offload a lot of footage, I'm curious how this is going to work, because right now the best way that I know is using the Photos app and image capture import, and sometimes that can be a little slow or just buggy, so I'm hoping that we can plug it in and just use Finder to copy the footage. But having USB 3 transport speed is going to be, I love that because I film a lot of things just on my iPhone. And then a dream world, we would get Thunderbolt 4, which I think is like 4 times faster. But hey, I'll take what we can get. We have the new ultra wideband chip, so I do a lot of find friends with my friends because we lose each other. So if you're in a small, crowded environment and you can't see them because there's so many people, you can now use your iPhone to literally figure out like by the foot and direction where they're at. I think that's gonna be super helpful. It's also Thread enabled, so if you have any kind of smart home devices with the new HomePods and the whole Thread system, ecosystem that's kind of coming out where everything is going to be very well integrated, iPhone supports it. Talked about the new G2 wireless charging as well as like better audio quality. It sounded amazing on the show or the recap, but like I'm curious if that's actually how it works because that'd be really valuable, especially in a loud city like New York City. But we'll see. Roadside assistance with satellite, so if your car gets broken down and you need to use satellite, you can get roadside assistance. I love that. Updating your Find My location with the new satellite service. They listed all these new countries, so maybe I'll have to do an I traveled to X country with my iPhone 15 Pro and Apple Watch Ultra 2. Let me know, comment which one of these countries you want me to go to, and I'll make that video. And then a ton of new iOS 17 updates that are coming out. You can watch that in my WWDC video. Okay, the AirPods Pro 2nd generation with USB-C got 3 new things. The first one, obviously USB-C, but you can now charge your AirPods with your iPhone, which is very interesting. Excited to try that. But I'm curious if you can use MagSafe to charge your iPhone and then plug the USB-C cable into your AirPods to charge your AirPods and create like a daisy chain. They did not say if that was possible. 2, it has much better active noise cancellation, so if you're on an airplane or in loud environments, it's going to be much better at that. And 3 is lossless audio. We are going to get lossless audio with some new wireless technology and the newest AirPods 2nd gen USB-C. So make sure you're getting the USB-C version. The new lossless audio is going to work with the Apple Vision Pro, so I'm very excited. I'm curious if this is going to work with like a MacBook or even just like Apple Music on your iPhone, because I don't think it specified that in the newsroom article, but it says It's going to unlock a powerful 20-bit 48 kilohertz lossless audio with massive reduction in audio latency. There's a ton of software updates for all of these things as well. That is linked in my WWDC video. You can go watch that here. And lastly, the Apple Watch Ultra 2. This is the thing that I was most excited for. I was like, I want to get, this is all I wanted. I wanted one of these things. And then I saw on the keynote that there was like a little band. And I was like, is that an LED light on the Ultra? I looked at my Ultra and I realized it has the same band. I think it's just the cellular band, and I was like so disappointed. But honestly, if there was a light like this, like I could just, boom, tap, on, off. I don't have to look. Like, it's so game changer. If I could have one of these on my Ultra, I might stop wearing the Garmin. Loud noises. Uh-oh, we gotta leave for a flight in a little bit. You know what's really funny? Every person who makes videos on YouTube is always in a rush to go somewhere, and they're always late. Why is that? So what do we get? Same battery life. People were like, what? We did get newer features, brighter screen, you know, the double tap, faster processor, right? It's 50% brighter. It went from, I think, 2,000 to 3,000 nits. It's tested for the extremes, and it's got some more scuba diving, free diving features. You're gonna be able to see that information in your Apple Health, which is really nice. Integration with the Oceanic app. The same on-device Siri with the access to health data, which I think is really cool. But that is it. I'm excited. I ordered the Apple Watch Ultra 2 as well as the Series 9 in pink. I'm excited. I'm picking them up next Friday. We're gonna make a ton of videos. I ordered the new bands. I ordered the new AirPods with the USB-C. Subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to see future videos, because we just drained my bank account. Thank you, Tim Cook. See you in the next one. Peace.